Good morning, students of class 10. Welcome back to the classes now. Today we'll continue our lesson in history, making of a global world. In our previous class, we have learned about colonization and its impact, destructive impact on the economy, society, environment, and livelihood. Once the country is colonized, they brought new technology, and due to the new technology, the environment was destroyed. Not only that, the livelihood of the people were also destroyed. It was taken up. We have talked about the forest dwellers, their livelihoods were in danger. So now today we'll continue with 2.4 part 2.4, Rinderpest or the cattle plague. Plague means a disease. So now, Rinderpest or the cattle plague. Number one, the next portion. In 1890, a fast spreading cattle disease named Rinderpest had a terrifying impact on people's livelihood and the local economy. As soon as the colonizers came in Africa, they brought the disease as well. Along with them, they brought technology, new inventions, new ideas, along with the diseases that is spread in Africa. And it had a severe impact on people's livelihood and the local economy. How this happened? Let's talk about it. A good example of European imperial impact on colonial society. It's a good example. Wherever the colonizers went, it had a severe impact towards the people and the place or the countries. It is a good example. They took the disease to Africa, and the livelihood and the local economy of that area or of that Africa were destroyed. It had a very bad impact. Now number three, a disease. This Rinderpest, we are talking about a cattle disease, not a human disease that affects human beings. It is a disease that affects cattle, domestic animals. A disease affecting cattle reshaped the lives and the fortune of millions of people of Africa. Millions of people of Africa, they lived. They depended on their livelihood on the land and the animals. But once the disease is spread, the disease affect the cattle, it reshaped their life and fortune, the future of the millions of people of Africa and their relation with the rest of the world. Connection with the rest of the world. How it happened? Now we'll go to this slowly, part by part. Africa had abundant land resource and relatively small population. Historically, we'll talk about historically, Africa has got a very vast land, open land, grassy field, and their population was relatively small. So they had enough. They could rear their animals as much as they can, as many as they can. So their life depended on animals, domestic animals. Their livelihood means having a lot of domestic animals. Africa had abundant means vast land and relatively very small population, sufficient for those people. Land and livestock. Livestock means animals, domestic animals. Land and livestock sustain means they maintain their life. livelihood, sustained African livelihood. This land and livestock supported them to live. They never had the urgency to work. They never worked. They used to look after and rear the animals, and they used to get everything from animals. They rarely means hardly. They rarely worked for wages. Wages means, first we'll talk about. These African people rarely worked. They never worked. They reared animals. They look after animals. That's all. Because their life depended on them. So they really work for wages. Now we'll talk about wages. In class 9, I've already explained to you. There is a difference between a salary and a wage. Wage means when you work whole day and in the evening or after work you get the payment. That's called wages, day by day. Daily wages, you can say that. When you work and you get the payment at the end of the work in a day, that's the wages. And salary once in a month or after working many days, 15 days, 20 days, 30 days, even a month, 2 months or a whole year, that's called a salary. So there is a difference. They rarely work for wages. It means they never had to work. They had plenty of animals. During 19th century we are talking about. During 19th century, there were few consumer goods because they were not that much modernized. A modern world requires lot of items, lot of consumer goods, but they were not that much modern. They lived a simple life. So there were very few consumer goods that wages could buy. So they did not require much money. So they also did not want consumer goods for themselves. They led a simple life and they had to look after the animals and they depended on them. So during 19th century, there were very, very few consumer goods in Africa that the money or the wages could buy. In fact, they never needed those things, consumer durables items, because they led a simple life, so they didn't need that, and they never had the necessity to work for other people. They had their own work to look after the animals. So now what happened after that? Let's see. Once the colonizers came there, the disease also they brought, and it had a severe impact towards their livelihood as well as the local economy. Now their animals, they began to die. The disease is spread all over Africa like wildfire. What happened to those people then? They were forced to work under the colonial government now. So automatically, now we'll talk about in our next class. Today this much for it. And thank you for watching the video, and make a habit of going through it every day. Use your time, money and net packs wisely to learn something. Don't just waste it. So that's all for today. We'll meet in the next class and continue our lessons. That's all for today. Thank you very much.